We don't live in a world about merit anymore. We live in a world where people will play victim and do anything they possibly can, make any excuse to try to exploit other people for money or whatever they can get. Power, influence, money, other assets, whatever it could be. This story is just exemplary of all that. And just the litigious society that we live in nowadays. You can see from the headline here, this is posted yesterday, August 24th, 2021, about 8 p.m. on Variety. Man photographed as baby on Nevermind cover sues Nirvana alleging child pornography. So this album cover came out 2 decades ago, minimum, like even more. Let's read a little bit. Spencer Eldon, the man whose unusual baby portrait was used for one of the most recognizable album covers of all time, Nirvana's Nevermind, filed a lawsuit Tuesday alleging that the nude image constituted child pornography. The album cover depicts Eldon underwater in a swimming pool as a then infant with his genitalia exposed. The image has generally been understood as a statement on capitalism, as it includes the digital imposition of a dollar bill on a fish hook that the baby appears to be enthusiastically swimming toward. Non-sexualized nude photos of infants are generally not considered child pornography under the law. However, Robert Y. Lewis, Eldon's lawyer, offers an unusual interpretation of the image to argue that it crosses the line into child pornography, writing that the inclusion of the currency in the shot makes the baby appear like a sex worker. So, just some things here, like, so if the money wasn't there, would it just be a regular shot? Is that something, lawyer, like, if they didn't digitally impose a dollar, would it still be bad? Or would it just be considered a regular photo? I mean, that's one thing that we have to think about. But let's go further. Defendants intentionally commercially marketed Spencer's child pornography and leveraged the shocking nature of his image to promote themselves and their music at his expense, reads the lawsuit. At his expense. He is a baby. Now, I don't think you should just, like, go pick up random babies and take photos of them, but, like, frankly, no idea who Spencer Eldon was before I read this article. I could see him, he could be right in front of me, staring me in the face, poking me, and I would have no clue. So, like, at his expense, how many years, like, how many people are just like, you're the guy who did the album cover? Now, it does say he has done, where was it? Somewhere, he basically has done, like, the 20th anniversary or the 15th. He's done photos, so yeah, you could probably find the photos of him getting older and doing the same thing, so you might be able to recognize him. But, like, really, at his expense. Now, maybe he should be getting paid a little bit per sale. I think you could maybe make that point, that he is a part of it. But to make the point that it is CP, you know what that stands for. I don't want to say it too many times because, you know, YouTube would demonetize. Not like they probably would monetize a channel like this. Regardless, to me it just seems absolutely ridiculous. Right here, also, curiously, original Nirvana drummer Chad Channing is also named as a defendant, who was a part of the group at the time, even though he had been replaced by Grohl in 1990 before the album was recorded or the photograph shot. So he's naming someone who wasn't even a part of the group. I mean, it kind of seems confusing because he was a part of the group at the time, but not when the photograph was shot or the album recorded. So, like, what exactly, how? It's a very badly worded article. I'm not sure. I mean, I could do some research, but I don't care enough about Nirvana. To me, this just shows this man who took a photo as a baby, who basically no one would recognize on the street, is claiming that he is a victim. He was used and exploited because of CP. Like, it is so stupid. I'm sorry, Eldon. You need to just accept. Maybe you can try to sue and be like, I should get some royalties. If that's what I was reading, I wouldn't even be making this video. But it's the fact that he's trying to play such a victim and twist what the common interpretation of the album cover is. And frankly, I do think, yes, it seems like the baby's trying to get money. It's a critique on capitalism. From birth, you're trying to make money. But that interpretation is just an excuse to try to get money. It's exactly what we see so often now. Something happens in way past the statute of limitations where you can't really, like, there's been so much time that you shouldn't be able to sue. People just go, you know what, I changed my mind. I actually didn't like what they did back then or right then. Like, I'm gonna sue, or I'm gonna go on Twitter and ruin someone's reputation. We cannot thrive in a society like this because you can do literally anything, and 20 years later, it's going to come back to bite you in the butt. You have to walk on eggshells. It's basically a social credit score enforced by society, not by a army or the government. It's just, this is what we don't like, and now Twitter mobs are going to come after you. And if you're lucky, it's only Twitter mobs. Maybe someday it's going to be real mobs with like pitchforks and torches. Let's hope we don't get to that point, though. We're kind of close already. I mean, you've seen what happened in 2020 for a lot of time. I'm going to end this video there, though. Thank you all for watching, and let me know, how stupid do you think this guy is? How dumb do you think this lawsuit is? And how dumb do you think we are as a society? Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.